Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's MTG box analysis will focus on the opening of a Murders at Karlov Manor collector booster box that took place on February 19th, 2024. Let's get things started by reviewing the contents of the box. Using this chart, we can see the cards that we were eligible to see shaded in gray, the non-foils we saw in green, and the foils in orange. In the non-foil space, we saw 11 Showcase, 10 Dossier, 3 Borderless, and 12 Extended Art cards from the main set, as well as 11 Extended Art cards from Commander. In the foil space, we saw between 12 and 15 cards for each of the colors of Magic in Standard Frame, along with 12 more foil Showcase, 5 Dossier, and 5 Extended Art cards from the main set, and 1 from Commander. In today's box, we also pulled 2 Invisible Ink Mythics, but we did not see any special guests. Moving into coverage, in the non-foil space, we saw 36 unique cards from a possible 123 cards, which gave us 29% coverage. From the Commander subset, we saw 11 non-foil Extended Art cards out of a possible 47, giving us 23% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 125 of the 413 cards that we were eligible to pull from the main set, giving us 30% coverage. From the Commander subset, we saw 1 Extended Art card out of a possible 8 in foil, which gave us 13% coverage. Pivoting the coverage by rarity, in today's box we saw 73% of the commons and 20% of the uncommons that we were eligible to see in non-foil from the main set. We also saw 22 of the 69 rares for 32% coverage, and 2 non-foil mythics good enough for 9% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 61% of the commons and 33% of the uncommons, and we picked up 19 foil rares for 14% coverage, and 5 foil mythics for 9% coverage. From the Commander subset, we saw 9 of the 39 rares for 23% coverage and 2 non-foil mythics for 25% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 1 foil mythic, which was good enough for 13% coverage. In the end, this box contained 50 rares and 10 mythics in 12 packs. Now, before we get into the value of today's collector booster box, let's take a look at the current value of the set. This chart displays all 460 cards that you can pull from a collector booster pack using non-foil market prices as of February 17th, 2024. Currently, the set contains 17 cards valued over $10. 9 of these come from the main set, with the ley line of the guild pack continuing to hold the top spot at $19.88 for the extended art version. The set also contains 14 invisible ink cards, however only 7 of these are valued over $10, with Delny Streetwise Lookout holding the market value of $38.78 for the top spot. Finally, the Commander subset only has 1 high-value card, and that is Trouble in Paris, which has jumped another $5 to $24.72 in market value. The set also contains 28 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 65 cards in the $1 to $5 range. The other 350 cards are valued under $1. Now, a full set of all 413 cards from the main set has a non-foil market value of $687.73. The 47 Commander cards have a non-foil market value of $62.90. This gives the Murders at Karlov Manor's 460 card set a grand total market value of $750.63, which is down about $10 in the last 5 days. However, this is an indicator to me that the value of the set has been stabilizing. Now let's recap the actual observed value that we saw in today's box, starting off with a look at the non-foils. We ended up only seeing 1 non-foil card valued over $10, which was the Borderless Undercity Sewers, currently valued at $14.30. We also saw 1 card in the $5 to $10 range, which happened to be another Borderless Surveillant. Finally, we saw 7 cards valued between $1 and $5. The other 38 non-foils in the box are currently valued under $1. In the foil space, we picked up 3 cards valued over $10, including the Extended Art Cryptic Coat, currently valued at $12.33, the Showcase War Leader's Call, valued at $19.11, and the Invisible Ink Ansrag the Quake-Mole, valued at $21.99. We also saw 2 more cards from the main set, valued over $5, and 8 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 120 foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, the market price for this box as of February 17th, 2024 is $170.89. This is actually $1.50 higher than last week, which is another indicator that prices are starting to stabilize. Now, the Murders at Karlov Manor collector booster box contains 12 packs, each with 15 cards, allowing you to see 180 cards plus tokens. The current market value of the 12 Extended Art Commander cards that we saw today is $12.90 combined. The 12 full art basic lands that we saw have a value of $4.35. The 64 main set commons are valued at $9.83, and the 44 uncommons are valued at $7.17. Now, the 41 main set rares that we pulled have a combined value of $79.83, and our 7 mythics are valued at $44.85. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be a disappointing $163.20 in card market value, which is a loss of $7.69 from the current market price for the box. It also means that this box only returned 96% of the market price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 14 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $112.58, which means that those 14 cards represent 69% of the total box value, but only 66% of the market price for the box. Before we close out the video, let's quickly compare the 3 collector booster boxes opened so far on the channel. Here's a recap of what we've seen across the boxes. For the most part, they've been fairly consistent, but there are definitely differences. For example, Box 1 contained a single invisible ink card, but no special guests. Box 2 contained no invisible inks, but 1 special guest. And today's box contained 2 invisible inks, and again, no special guests. While 3 boxes isn't a significant sample size, it should give you some indication of what to expect from a collector booster box should you choose to make a purchase. Now, from a value perspective, here's what the 3 boxes look like using market prices as of February 17th, 2024. Today's box didn't achieve the top spot for any of the rarity categories, and it only came in second place for 3 of them. Box 1 and Box 2 are still holding more value than the current market price, and I would say that both produced a healthy return over that market price. Today's box, however, despite seeing 2 invisible ink cards, was just downright awful. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to come back on Wednesday as I'll be collaborating with someone to bring you an opening and analysis of a Play Booster box. Until next time, do something amazing. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.